Hello YouTube. First, I'm gonna need to apologize for the lack of content, and that's due to my involvement in the new mobile game. So I've been working on the new mobile game, and I've also been trying to update the previous ones. So you can go right in this link and check it out. I'll drop the link in the description as well. So let's get right to it. In today's tutorial, we're gonna be doing designing a logo, and not just a basic logo. I'm going to be teaching you how to add reflection and glossiness to it, just for nice effects. So just thinking, the techniques you'll be learning in this tutorial will be useful for you in your project. So let me just get right to it. So first thing I'll do is I'll create a document. Let me just close this and let's start from scratch. How to create a document. So first thing to do is I'm going to go to File, New, then I'll just open any. And then go to Photoshop default, set it to pixels, increase the let's increase to like 1000 just to have a better quality. Okay, then I'll give my document a name. Suits logo. Okay, so I'm gonna go. First thing I'll do is use my select tool. You can do that with V. I just select my shape. I'll go to my shape right here. I'll select it. I'll draw it out onto my screen. Just draw this out. Good. So I'm gonna press V and put this in the center. So I'm trying to create a logo for, let's say, video app. So I'll draw out another shape. So I'll just click and hold. I'll select the custom shape tool. Then I'll draw out like a play sign. I'll press V. So what I usually do at first is I'll create my shapes. I'll create them in different shades so I can see them. So I'll rotate that. And for the rotation, let me just go back and explain. So I'll select my play shape. Now press Ctrl T. That's on Windows, Control T. Then on Mac it should be Command T. Yeah. So I'll put this in the center of there. So just see watch what I'm doing. So you might want to turn yours around, but for this tutorial, this is what I'm doing. So I'll press OK, and the logo is that simple. That's what I intend to design. So for the colors, I'll just go right and I think I'll make this red. Yeah. YouTube. Yeah, for YouTube. So I'll just go. So I usually don't like using like a solid color, so I would like to use a gradient. So I'll just double click on my shape, then I'll select gradients, then I'll change the colors to fit what I want. So I'll be going for red, so I'll go for the YouTube red, then select the other. I'll just put this in like in the, yeah, good. So this is looking popped up already. So for this shape, I'm gonna add an effect to it, a drop shadow. Yeah, a drop shadow. It's looking like the YouTube logo already, but it's cool. I'll double click on this shape as well. I'll add drop shadow just to give it that depth. Then I'll reduce the opacity, then I'll increase the size. So our logo is ready. The next thing I would like to add to this logo is the reflection. So to add reflection to this, what I do is I would select this shape, the overall shape, then I'll put it on top. Then I'll change the logo. I'll right click and clear the layer style. So now I'll double click on this, yeah, then I'll set it to white. Then I'll go right here and select the shapes. I just need to delete. So what I need is I need to rasterize this. So I'll right click and select rasterize layer. So I'll use this the selection tool and select this and drag it down with my arrow key and press backspace to delete. So by the time I reduce the opacity, now it looks like it's a glossiness, looking glossy. Yeah, so that's the whole idea. That's what I've been trying to achieve. So what I would do is for the reflection, that's the below, so the one below rather, I'll just go drag this out again. So what I usually do to duplicate, I could right click on the shape and press duplicate layer, or just drag it into this shape box. So for this one is below, I'll just drag it down. Good. So what I'll do is I'll double click, I'll just select it, and for the this is the reflection. No, I'll rename it reflect. Yeah, reflect. So I'll right click, rasterize. I'll select the gradient and reverse it, so it shows that this is the solid part and this is the solid part, so it makes it look. So what I'll do next is I'll rasterize it, so I can save the gradient in it. So after that, what I need to do is reduce the opacity, so it looks as if it's reflecting. But there is one more thing I would like to show you, and that's the fading. So I need to make it fade towards the bottom. So what I'll do, how I'll achieve that is by, let me increase the opacity again. What I need to do is select this mask. There's this mask icon here. So when you once you select it, whatever you do within this shape remains in the shape. So after that is selected, I'll just go right in. I'll select my paint bucket tool, hold it, and select my gradient tool, or you can just press G for that. So I'll just put my cursor here, hold the shift key because I want a straight line, then I'll just drag to this point, so it fades. So wherever you stop, it fades to that. That's where it starts fading from. So let me drag it to this point. Yeah, it's still very close. So let's say I want to drag from the top. Let's just drag like this. It's too much. Just drag to this end here. So right now, what I'll do is I'll just reduce the opacity. So now it looks as if it's on a glass surface or reflective surface. So another thing I can do to make it pop is I usually create like an empty layer. I'll just click this layer icon. I'll name it shadow. So I'll put like a shadow. So after that, what I usually do is I'll just select my brush tool, set my color to black, then right click and set my brush tip, or my brush tool, this feathered one, so it has feather. So I increase the size, then I'll just click anywhere in the screen. No, I don't like that, so I can select this. So I right click again. I need to select a better one. So let me go back to my basic brush, select my basic brush, press OK. I'll drag down 500. So by the time I click in the middle, so the cool thing about creating a layer before you do anything in Photoshop is that you can drag it around and you still have it. So I need to go back like 2 steps. So select the brush, select this. Yeah, good. But be careful. So by the time I click here, so when I drag it, it will cut it off. So because this is where my canvas is, I shouldn't leave my canvas. So it's always good for you to like click or do whatever you want in the middle, then you can reposition it later. So now just press V. You need to select that layer. So create the layer shape again. Sorry, I messed that up. So I'm gonna press. So on this new layer that I named shadow, so I'll just press this in the middle. So I'll drop shadow below the main shape, like this shape. Then I'll bring it down. Oh, sorry, something. Let me just press Ctrl T to bring that out. So I'll resize shadow like this. So once I press Ctrl T on my shadow, I can easily bring it down. And don't mind me for putting it behind the shape. I can even put it up and do my resize, so it doesn't have to be like a step. So this is it. I can move it around. So but if I put it here, like, it doesn't make any sense. So what I'm trying to do is like make it look like a shadow for this shape. So by the time I bring it down this flat and press enter, so I put it below, drag it here, put it below, and you put this below the shadow as well. Put this below the shadow. So by the time I put it, like, do this, yeah, and reduce the opacity very well. Yeah, so it gives it that feel like this is a glass surface, and that's it. So that's all for this tutorial. It's a pretty basic one, and so you can go ahead and if you don't want the shadow and the reflection, and you just want the logo and you want to put your text in it, so let me just group this. I'll just go ahead and group this, like I'll select this two and press Ctrl G, so I can show that off and pick my text tool. Since it's a logo, it should have like a name, so I'll just press let's say play more, caps lock, play, then more. Yeah, so I can scale these out by increasing the font size and change the, or reduce, take this out. So it depends on how you want to run this. So I can put it below, increase the play size. So typography is also an aspect of design that is fundamental. Yeah, so I can just bring this up, select this. Yeah, so I can just align this to the side. I can put it here. It looks better on this side. So just that's just a basic logo designs that I'd like to show you out. I'm sure you've learned some small stuffs, and I know they'll come in handy one of these days in your design projects. So if you're a new viewer on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you've been watching, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for the support and the encouragement. And whatever, let me know what you guys think of this design. I know it's pretty basic, and just put it right down in the comment section. And yeah, and if you feel you have a better idea, or if you'd like to request a tutorial, you can send me an email, so, or drop it in the comment section as well. So I'll see you guys next time. No, I mean, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.